to say. And I typed back and I said, niggas in Fort Greene ain't fuck with that nigga 50 Cent, who y'all deem the original, any more than we fuck with the rapper guy, Curtis Jackson, who calls himself 50 Cent. Sister ducked back and came back at me and said, Facebook paying me. I'm just talking my shit. Ooh, to me, that struck a chord. You understand what I'm saying? Not personally with the girl because she doing what she do. That bag being dangled. She following that captain, be it as it may. But what I'm saying is that she said she received the dividend from it. Facebook and the 1 hour stories. You see what I'm saying? So if Facebook gonna get the story, they gonna get the story as it is. They're not gonna let these dudes who didn't even know these people, who didn't grow up in them neighborhoods that them people grew up in, who didn't run them streets that them people ran up, talking about what them people did. They can't do that. They don't have the credibility to do that. I do. I do. You understand what I'm saying? I came up in them streets. I know those individuals. Those individuals that they talk about brought about nothing but poison to our communities. And we ain't celebrating them no more. Nah, we ain't talking about the dead. We ain't smoking on nobody. We don't do none of that sucker shit over here. We ain't doing none of that. But what we are doing is calling a spade a spade. You understand what I'm saying? If she could benefit and capitalize off a story that she's speaking about but don't really know about, then nah, homie. Niggas like me, men like me, if you will, get caught up on the word thing, however. Men like me are now coming back to reclaim them stories. You understand what I'm saying? Because if a dividend gonna go across any table, it's gonna come across the table that it came from. Those people that they speak about, those people that they grow about come from the communities that I come from. Biggie Smalls, we got some stories to tell. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Big was, he had a shot. I was in the joint when that happened. You understand? I ain't a shot at Junior Mafia, but we looking at Puffy and looking what he going through right now. But years ago, them jokers been told you who they was. Big said, kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Who you thought he was talking about? Because when Little Kid came out with the interview inside how he used to be handler, niggas scoffed at it. Maybe it was the way back in the day, but now niggas like me today got something to say. And like I said, it ain't the slight the dead, but the culture. You see what I'm saying?